Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lorefindel Walks to Mordor, the saga campaign with a witty name, but still no jingle. I'm Onitson,
And I'm Ecthelion.
and today we are going to go up against the quest of all quests, at least for this box, Helm's Deep. The,
Dum dum dum.
this quest reminded us just how brutal the second quest in a box can be. So, um, Ecthelion, why don't you tell us what you're running today?
Cool. So I have something a little bit different than before, built by Onidson here. We have Helm, whose goal is to distribute mounts among everyone else, Erkenbrand for some defending, Sentinel and otherwise, and then Amarthiol just for some general purpose combat. How about you?
I have left behind my beloved Lorefindel deck, and so this is the very first episode of Lorefindel Walks to Mordor not to feature Lorefindel. It almost feels like false advertising.
Yeah, well, he's busy walking to Mordor.
It's true. Somebody's got to go to Helm's Deep while that blasted elf goes on his way to Mordor. So I'm
Yeah,
running a Rohan deck, and we've included Gandalf because why wouldn't you include Gandalf? Um,
right. He decided not to wait until the first light of the fifth day.
and just came. And apparently he brought Erkenbrand with him too. So,
Apparently.
the idea behind this deck is lots and lots of Rohan questing allies, a little bit of attack power out of Theoden and Gandalf and some riders of Rohan. I've also got Harrowgrim in the deck because, I mean, if you have Theoden, you almost just run Harrowgrim just because.
All
Also,
right.
our goal this game for Jank is to load up the Aragorn stack.
Yes. Um, and that'll be helped on along a little bit by Elfhelm's horses and then various attachments that give Aragorn different spheres that will be boosted by Elfhelm.
By the end of it, we're hoping that Aragorn will have 7 willpower, 7 attack, and 4 defense. So we'll see if that happens. Um, I believe that Anduril will get shuffled in after I decide whether or not to take my mulligan. I'm not exactly
I,
sure when you put boon cards in your deck, so I'm going to
yep, I
assume.
believe that is correct.
Okay. And I am taking a mulligan. This opening hand is not quite worthless, but pretty close.
And my opening hand is rather expensive. As much as I hate to see Sword That Was Broken go, I'm going to take a mulligan as well.
Alright. Here's my
And
mulligan.
Sword That Was Broken is back.
Ooh, I have Gandalf's staff. Oh, wow. You have all of Aragorn's toys in your opening hand. And we will
This is
shuffle
wonderful.
Anduril into the deck.
Well, we're missing the Steed of the North,
Well,
but other
okay,
than that,
yes, but you have all of the toys that name him, so that's something.
right.
Alright. So with all that taken care of, let's go ahead and do quest setup. We have set
Okay.
defensive Helm's Deep and a deeping wall, and we only need 2 of these soldiers of Isengard, so I'll pull these other 2 out and shuffle them into the encounter deck.
The pursuit of the Uruk-hai has brought the heir of Elendil to Rohan, just as Saruman declares war on that land. Aragorn and his companions travel to Edoras to aid King Theoden, but their arrival is met with some suspicion.
So, having done our set aside stuff, we now must make a choice that is fraught with consequence for the remainder of the campaign. Either each player shuffles a copy of Poison Councils into his deck, or advances to Stage 2A, bypassing Stage 1B. So I suppose we ought to look at Poisoned Councils. It functions like a player card, and after you draw this card, discard all other cards in your hand. I think that's ridiculous. What do you think?
I think as much as Ian would like us to have Grima in our decks for the rest of the campaign, that's probably a fair assessment.
Okay, so we're going to advance straight to stage 2A. Let's see what we missed behind door number 1. When revealed on stage 1B, each player chooses an ally in his hand that matches the sphere of a hero he controls and puts it into play under his control. I mean, we're all right.
Well,
I'd have gotten a Rider of
yeah.
Rohan, you'd have been stuck with an Andrath Guardsman, which is
Pretty
non-ideal
worthless.
at best. So I'm just going to send these poisoned councils to the victory display to get them out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, and also we skip the quest phase and combat phase, so not only do we get a free ally, we get a free turn to play things. Instead, we advance to stage 2A. When revealed, we add the Defense of Helm's Deep, right there. We'll look at that in a moment. And each set-aside copy of the Soldier of Isengard to the staging area. This is a nasty enemy. We're going to have to get rid of both of them.
At the behest of Gandalf, Aragorn and his companions ride to Helm's Deep with the men of Rohan and their king. As the sun goes down, the valley below the deeping wall fills with the approaching army of Isengard.
Thank you. I'm apparently missing those triggers today. Good catch. We make the deeping wall the active location, and now each player reveals one encounter card. Here goes nothing, right?
All right.
My card. A Wild Hillman.
Good to see.
I think I'm okay with this. For you?
Yeah, he's probably the weakest enemy in the set. Oh, okay. 3 damage among my characters. We will just stick it all on Helm.
Whew. And we have 4 archery this round. That's ridiculous.
Okay, well, no treacheries, but also no locations, so
Okay.
we'll see how this ends up.
At the end of the combat phase, if the number of enemies in the staging area is less than the number of players in the game, the first player reveals an encounter card, and at the end of the round, place 1 progress here for each enemy in the staging area. Yeah, I can imagine this is going to go very poorly.
So we kind of want to leave enemies in the staging area, but also we kind of don't.
Yeah. Also, let's take a look at the Defense of Helm's Deep. We keep adding resources on here, and if there are 8 resource tokens, we add it to the victory display and advance to stage 5A, which is, the stage that we can actually win on. So,
And each resource token will increase the total threat in the staging area by a little bit.
oh boy. All right then. With that all taken care of, let's get this show on the road. All right. I have a number of things I could do. Do you expect to get any use out of Aragorn's resources next round?
No, I have no neutral cards.
Okay. I will play a Song of Travel. No, actually, no. I'll spend Aragorn and Gandalf to give Gandalf his staff. I think that's our start. Then I will spend 1 resource to get a Westroad Traveler into play with Theoden's cost reduction, and 1 resource to play the top card of my deck, Windfalla, on to Eowyn, who is now up to 6 willpower.
Okay.
And I'll save Gandalf's staff, and we'll see what we're going to do with it.
I think I will drop a sword that was broken on the Aragorn stack.
Ooh.
Putting Eowyn up to 7 willpower.
Yes. I don't feel like adding and then removing markers every round, so we'll just remember the +1 boost.
Okay.
Alright. So just a note, we are going to need 3 attack, or 6 attack to kill either this Isengard Uruk or the Soldier of Isengard. I would like to get rid of that Isengard Uruk, just because archery 2.
Okay.
I don't know how you feel about that, but that's how I feel about it.
Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna muster enough attack. On this side.
I could hold
Aragorn
back,
and Gandalf combined.
or Aragorn and Theoden maybe,
Yes.
because Gandalf's got better willpower. Here's a thought. Is it worth it to not play the sword that was broken and instead get out a Destrier?
Sure.
I'm just thinking with 4 enemies in the staging area, we might want to be able to make a couple of defenses.
Okay. I think the worst thing that could happen is that the Deeping Wall gets cleared and the soldiers of Isengard are within engagement.
Yes.
But if we can quest hard enough to avoid that happening, then I will stick a Destrier on Erkenbrand. And maybe I'll spend the third one for a Hauberk of Mail, also on Erkenbrand.
Okay, should be fine. While the Deeping Wall is the active location, by the way, each of our heroes is going to get +1 defense, so...
So he's currently at 6 defense.
Yes. Sounds good. Alright, questing then. I'll send Gandalf, for sure. The Westroad Traveler and Eowyn, that's 6, 7, 8... I can send 10 and still have enough attack left over to kill the Uruk.
I will send Helm.
That makes 12. There's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's already 13 in staging. The worst that can happen, you say, right? Is that Deeping Wall gets cleared?
Yes.
Okay. Should I send everyone then?
Yes.
Okay. 16 against 13. Round 1, everybody. First reveal. Fighting Uruk-hai. I have to go find an Uruk-hai enemy and put it into play engaged with me. Reveal it and put it into play engaged with me. Well, I'm not going to pick one that has archery. And now it adds its threat to the staging area. That's fine. And here's your card.
Hi! That's me.
So we are at the moment that Deeping Wall is going to get cleared. I'm discarding an extra Gandalf staff to Eowyn to boost us to 17 willpower, and so the encounter deck only makes 3 progress.
Okay. It's going to get cleared by the Wild Hillman then, unless I discard. Let's do Aethane.
Okay,
To
if
Eowyn.
you like, that is fine. I mean, is it that big a deal if it gets cleared by the Wild Hillman?
It just means we'll be facing the soldiers next turn.
Okay, well, I mean, we'll be doing that anyways, unless we think we can get enough willpower to not let them clear it next round. Which I suppose is a possibility. Okay, let's allow for the possibility of miracles. Alright. I guess we're each gonna get an enemy. Which one do you want?
I don't care. I can deal 1 damage to either of them.
Okay.
You said that, yeah. I guess I'll take the Hillman.
Okay. I'll take the Uruk. So I might need a little bit of help defending here.
That's fine. I will defend doubly.
Okay, which one are you defending with Erkenbrand, and which one are you discarding the card from?
I'll discard the one from Urukai Fighter.
Okay,
And
so here's the one you're taking on the chin. Nothing. Oh, also Archery 4.
oh,
I'm gonna put
haha.
2 onto Eowyn and like 2 onto Theoden because he's not gonna be defending. We discarded that one.
And then Erkenbrand defends him
Okay.
with no shadow. And then Amarthiel will defend the Hillman.
And take no damage. Alright, at the end of the
There
round...
should be one resource token on Defensive Helm's Deep at the end of the quest phase.
Oh, yes. And then we'll also put 2 progress on the main quest at the end of the round.
Yes.
And that's all we can do, so let's ready up.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to play a dangerous game and play Deep Knowledge off the top of my deck in the resource phase.
Okay.
Hopefully that helped you.
I got a duplicate sword that was broken and a Warden of Helm's Deep. And I'm only going to be able to play 1 card. So, better make it a good one.
Okay.
Either the sword or the Warden. I probably won't be questing a whole ton.
Oh,
from my side.
I forgot to use Gandalf's staff. I'm going to use it and give Theoden a resource. Cough, cough.
Okay. So I'll play the Warden.
Oh, right, because the sword is just not going to be that useful for you right now.
Not this turn.
Fair point. Fair point. Okay. I will play... I will pay 2 for Bilbo Baggins. Look at my entire deck. Grab a Wizard's Pipe. Shuffle, and now Herogrim's on the top. That's not bad. But still doesn't give me the attack I need to kill something. We will spend a resource to put the Wizard's Pipe on Gandalf, and we will swap Test of Will for Herogrim. And what do you think? Escort from Edoras or Rider of Rohan? Actually, no, Escort from Edoras.
We don't have a side quest, so let's do the Escort.
Yeah, I'll give Eowyn the resource with the staff and then play out the Escort, who will be discarded at the end of the round, but will give us 4 willpower until then.
Okay. On to questing then.
Alright,
Looks like there's currently 13 threats.
13 threat. I'll note the threat on the Defensive Helm's Deep, and I'll swap them to make it easier to remember there.
Okay.
Okay. We kind of really need to kill something.
Okay. Elfhelm and Aragorn could kill the Hillman.
Okay, that's good.
But that would mean I wouldn't be questing anyone. Or Amarthiel, and then I'd quest Elfhelm. And then I'll defend all of the enemies.
Okay, assuming no more come out. But that's an assumption that could work. I'll quest.
Right. And I could leave Amarthiel up and defend a 4th enemy. So assuming one comes out.
Okay. Okay, let's try this
So I will
then.
send
I'll
Elf
quest
Helm.
for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can quest for 14. And you've got 2, so we're questing for 16 again. I think I need to send everybody and just say to heck with the Uruk, right?
I'll send Aragorn then.
Okay, 18 against 13. How likely is it that we reveal only 5 threat?
A lucky devilry of Saruman would bypass the location.
Lucky, I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Although it would reduce our willpower by 1.
That's fine. Okay. Alright. First reveal?
First reveal.
Isengard Uruk. That's you
That
again.
is D. Assign 3 damage among characters I control.
Is that Aragorn? I think that's Aragorn.
It's Peril.
I can't tell you. Okay. And flip number 2. Another Deeping Wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll ditch Hotom Bombadil to the discard pile. Wrong discard pile. To make it so we break even.
Really? Fantastic.
Should I keep Hotom Bombadil?
No, go right ahead. I was just actually, I'll just ditch the sword that was broken because I have 2 of them.
Okay,
We can
so
keep that for later.
Okay, I'll keep Hotom Bombadil then. Alright then. The Isengard Uruk is coming down. I'm going to give this one to you if
We have-
that's okay.
2 resources on the defense of Helm's Deep, and I will take the Uruk.
Okay. And
6 archery.
archery 6. Yeah. I can take 1 on Bilbo.
Also, the escort leaves.
Also, the escort leaves. I'll take 1 on Theoden. Still 4.
I'll take 2 on Aragorn.
And I'll take 2 on Gandalf. I have a Warden of Healing coming out.
Okay. We will start with Erkenbrand defending. Actually, no. We'll start with the Marthiel defending the Isengard Uruk.
Okay, he's defending for 4. Discard a non-objective attachment you control.
Goodbye, Leaf Wrapped Limbus.
Okay.
And then Erkenbrand will defend. Actually, this Warden will defend the Wild Hillman.
Okay. He gets +1 attack. He's attacking for 4. And we clear that Deeping Wall.
And raise our threats by 4.
Yep.
Erkenbrand will defend the Isengard Uruk and discard the shadow card of the Uruk-hai Fighter.
Okay. Hallelujah. And the one who
And
discarded
Erkenbrand
was the
will
Demon Cold.
defend the Uruk-hai Fighter.
Wonderful. And Gandalf and Theoden together will kill the Isengard Uruk.
Great.
All right.
2 progress on Assault on Helm's Deep.
Oh, yes. We're not
And it's a
dead
whole
yet.
new round. We made it to round 3. And we're still on stage 1. That's more than I can say for a lot of my playthroughs.
All right.
And you get Aragorn and company.
Oh, thank you. All right.
By
I'm
company,
going to
I mean all of his things.
swap the Warden of Healing to the top card, give Gandalf the resource from the staff, and play the Warden of Healing right now.
I would suggest the Warden of Helm's Deep.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. And maybe a Marthiel as well.
Sure. Unless we want to do Gandalf.
Actually, that might not be a bad idea. Warden of Helm's Deep and Gandalf.
Okay.
Alright. And I will spend 2 resources and get out the Ether Swordsman.
And now I think is a good opportunity to play that sword that was broken.
Yeah, now's not a bad time at all. Aragorn's now up to 3 willpower. And everybody's getting extra willpower. And I'm not the one who needs extra attack power anymore.
Right.
You're not quite yet capable of killing the Isengard Uruk, are you?
Not unless I use 2 of my defenders. So I think
Right.
I'll have Amarthiel and Elfhelm take down the Wild
Amarthiel
Thunder.
should have gotten an extra resource. 2 enemies.
Oh, that's true. Thank you for reminding.
In that case, you had... is Celebrian Stone and Rohirrim, or some combination of, like, Andrath Guardsman and Celebrian Stone a better play than Sword That Was Broken with the extra resource you have? I don't know if it is. I'm just...
Rohirrim is going to be weak because Aragorn will only have 4 attack, which I guess could deal 2 damage to a soldier of Isengard if we engage him, but won't be able to kill anything without more attack. Celebrian Stone will give us +3 willpower, which is less than what we are currently looking at with the sword.
Okay. I'm just wondering if there's any... Mostly I'm looking at that Andrath Guardsman and seeing if there's any way you could leave enough defenders up to kill something, but I don't think that's possible at the moment.
Probably not.
Okay. Alright, well, with that all said and done, there's 4, 8, 12, 16 in the staging area. 18. There's 18 with this defensive Helm's Deep.
Okay.
Alright. I'll quest for 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I'll quest for 26.
How much did you say was in staging?
18.
Okay, 26 will be good then.
Okay, and that'll let you start chipping away, maybe even kill off an Uruk.
And we will pray for no deeping culvert.
Alright, here we go. Flip 1. No! I will play a test of will to cancel that when revealed effect. And I know I will regret this, but here's your card.
Okay. This soldier of Isengard is attacking me.
Okay.
Warden.
Warden could die.
And that would earn me overcome by grief.
Right. Do Erkenbrand. I have enough resources off Aragorn to ready.
Okay.
Well, unless you want to save...
The shadow.
Well, no, I'm saying, unless you want to save Aragorn's resources so you can spend them on leadership cards next round.
I think the readying is probably going to be more useful.
Okay, then don't use the Armored Destrier, and I'll ready you with Aragorn instead.
Okay.
Really?
Deal damage to Erkenbrand to cancel that.
There we go. There we go. And ready Erkenbrand.
Okay.
So, the good news is we quested for 26 against 20.
Fantastic.
The bad
Let's
news
travel
is
to
my threat is 43.
Oh, okay. Let's not travel to one of these deeping walls. Unless we're confident that we can keep questing high, which is not out
I'm
of
going to
quest.
say this, it doesn't really matter because we have 3 more enemies coming down this round.
Okay. I'm just wondering if the defense is going to be useful.
Yeah, let's travel.
Okay. I will optionally engage a soldier of Isengard.
So kind of you. And then that one will come down to me, and that one will come down to you.
Okay. 6 archery.
6 archery. I can take 3 on Gandalf.
4. That leaves us with 2. 5.
Okay. And how many defenses do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 6 enemies.
We have a hero death.
I think we have a hero death. Yeah, I think we have a hero death. Can you see a way out of this?
I cannot. Well, thank you for watching this episode of Lorefindel Walks to Mordor.
Tune in next time to watch us win this little beast of a quest.
And thus we see what happens when Lorefindel is not around.
See you next time. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lorefindel Walks to Mordor, the saga campaign with a witty name, but still lacking a jingle. I'm Onitson.
And I'm McFeelian.
And today we are, for your viewing pleasure, going to try that masochistic quest, Helm's Deep.
If we think this is masochistic, wait till we get to Mountain of Fire. But that's getting ahead of ourselves.
Cough, cough. Anyways, you may notice some slight changes to our decks since the last time you saw them. McFeelian, you want to give us a rundown of your rather impressive deck there?
Oh, thanks. You're too kind. So we're seeing quite a few new faces over here. We have a Aristor Denethor aggro deck featuring Amarthiel as the 3rd hero. The goal, I believe this deck is called Dunedain Flash Mob. The goal is for Amarthiel to gain 5 resources per turn, 1 from Denethor, 2 from Steward of Gondor, and 2 from himself and his ability, and to just start churning out Dunedain allies with the help of Era Valendil for even more cost reduction, engage all the enemies, and take them all out, or just leave them engaged. But this is a purely combat-focused deck with only a slight smattering of willpower. How about you?
Well, to counterpoint that, I have a deck that looks rather suspiciously like a questing deck. Galadriel, Eowyn, Gandalf. And it's filled with spirit questing allies of no particular theme, although we could pretend that Bofur is actually Gimli if we really, really wanted to. And my deck's purpose is basically to beat Helm's Deep at its own questing game.
Well, we shall see how that goes. I, for one, am rather optimistic. I know that your previous version of the deck, if you watched the failed attempts that we put up on the channel, was really quite something in questing, and it looks like this is even more so geared towards that.
So let's talk opening hands. I
All right, why don't you go first?
I kind of like my opening hand here. Um, I've got a bunch of lore cards, which normally is a problem, except for I've also got Nenya. So I can start off by drawing 4 cards, and it's not like threat's a huge problem in this quest. I mean, we've got to watch it, but between Galadriel and Elrond's Council, I think I ought to be fine. And I
Okay,
can
it's
even
also
pull your bacon out of the fire with Galadriel if we need to.
it's also nice to see Arwen here. Um, and while I can't say deep knowledge is most effective, Nenya is good to see. Threat reduction is good to see. Bofer as always. So
I was rather planning on waiting on the deep knowledge for the second turn so that you can effectively get 2 explosive turns with Aristor in terms of
okay,
card draw.
sounds like a plan.
And if you want me to trickle the card draw even further out, I can do that.
All right,
So,
we will have to see what ends up being best. I think I will also keep my opening hands. I have Steward of Gondor and an expensive leadership ally. Also, a giant bear to end up in the discard pile to be pulled out by a future skin changer. So I will keep mine.
all right then. In that case, let's move on to setup. Um, so let's see. There's nothing special on the campaign mode other than the fact that we have removed the ring draws them from the encounter deck. Hallelujah.
All right. Since we already have a failed attempt up on the channel, I don't know if we need to go over all of the same logic with what decisions we're making. But just to briefly summarize, we decided that poison councils would be a bad idea. So we're going to skip ahead to stage 2.
If anything, it's a worse idea now than it was when we originally considered it. So, I will add all of those to the victory display, and we will immediately advance to stage 2A, bypassing stage 1B. Like so. After doing this, I'm going to make some room. We add the defensive Helm's Deep to the staging area. We make the Deeping Wall the active location, and each of us adds a Soldier of Isengard to the staging area, and now we each reveal 1 card. So, the first card, this one's mine. Oh, I should add Hotom Bombadil to my hand, by the way. Here's mine.
Gotcha.
Another Soldier of Isengard. I really did shuffle that encounter deck, I swear.
All right, and number 2.
Scaling Ladders. Okay. And it surges to a Deeping Culvert.
Well, that's better to see now than later.
I mean, you're not wrong.
On the bright side. But we are starting out with 16 threat in the staging area.
Yeah. Something tells me that questing successfully turn 1 might not be 100% possible.
Well, we'll try our best.
All right. 2B, at the end of the combat phase, if the number of enemies in the staging area is less than the number of players in the game, the first player reveals an encounter card, and forced at the end of the round, place 1 progress here for every enemy in the staging area. Oh boy, you ready for this?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right. And here we go. Alright, it is the resource phase. I have an Elrond's Council on the top of my deck. How worth it is it to play it right now for the card draw and waste the +1 willpower?
That's up to you. I don't know what kind of situation we'll be in willpower-wise. So, whatever feels right.
Okay. Fine by me. Fine by me. So, are you going to be needing any of Aragorn's resources in the near future?
Probably not.
Okay, I'm going to play Nenya then. Like so. And I'm going to be a little bit fiddly with where I put my attachments. And... oh, this is really annoying. Oh, this is really annoying.
What is it?
I really wish I had a wizard's pipe. Because I can either put Arwen out, or I can get Beaufort in for 1 resource after we quest unsuccessfully. But I can't do both. Well, okay, that's fun. I am going to resist the temptation to play Deep Knowledge, and I think getting Arwen out and getting her starting to exhaust the quest faster is more important. We're just as likely to quest unsuccessfully, like, next turn, so...
Okay.
Alright. There we go.
Sounds like good enough logic to me. I will pay for a Steward of Gondor with 2 of Denethor's resources. I'll play Gaining Strength to give 1 to Amarthiel. And I have all 3 of my Guardians of Arnor in the opening hand, which means what I have right now is all I'm going to have for the rest of the game. So I'll go ahead and throw 1 of those down right away, and by Heir of Valendil as well.
Oh boy. That's going to be exciting, isn't it?
Let's just hope he doesn't die.
Okay, just a question. Oh, Amarthiel does not yet have tactics, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
Right.
Alright. Time for questing. 16 in the staging area. I'll quest for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll wait on Galadriel. 9, 10, 11. And I will play out both of my Elrond's councils. So I'm sending 13.
And I will send 2 from Aristor.
Okay, so at the moment we're questing for 15 against 16.
The Deeping Culvert is up to 2 threat, so it'll be 17.
Oh boy. Well, okay then. Reveal number 1. This card's mine. A second Deeping Culvert. And this one's yours. The Hornburg. So 15 against 22. We are losing by 7. I can boost our willpower by 4 and make that only 3. So that
amazing.
Do not clear the Deeping Wall.
Nice.
You want a Soldier of Isengard?
Yep, I'll go ahead and engage 1. I'd take 2 if I could.
Okay. During the encounter phase, I'm going to play Daron's Runes and discard that extra copy of Arwen. Oh, Arwen did not adjust the quest. So she couldn't.
Okay.
She couldn't give her boost to anybody.
Okay. I guess I'll defend with Denethor.
Okay.
And, we have one archery point first.
3 archery points.
Oh, that's right.
I'll take 1 on Arwen and 2 on Galadriel.
Okay.
And Denethor takes no damage.
Okay. I will go ahead and put a couple damage on him.
So that's 2. If I count right. And at the end of the round, or at the end of the quest phase, we put that one there. And then at the end of the combat phase, the number of enemies in staging area is not less than the number of players in the game. And at the end of the round, we'll put 2 progress there. And I shall pass control of the Aragorn stack over to you, even though I can't actually give it to you.
Okay.
Also,
yes.
How are you feeling in terms of being in the mood for card draw?
I would love some card draw, actually.
Deep knowledge is yours, my friend.
Great.
Do you need more deep knowledge, or is just 1 deep knowledge enough?
Just 1 is enough.
Okay.
All right. So it looks like it's my turn first.
Mm-hmm.
I will spend 2 for a Beorning Skin Changer.
Okay.
And reduce the cost of the next Dunedain I play by 1. And then if you would remove a resource from Aragorn,
Okay.
I'll put him in play.
Okay. You wanted to get him into play for free rather than... Okay.
Yes. And then let's pull someone out with a Dunedain Hunter.
Okay.
One of the archers, if you please.
Sounds good to me.
I think I will save this very good tale for the combat phase, when I can exchange this Beorning Skin Changer for a giant bear.
Okay.
Over to you.
Noted. All right, I will.
Also, the Deeping Culverts are up to 5 thread apiece.
Why did we permit that? I will put...
But was there a way to not permit it?
No, but... You know...
Caleb, why did you permit this?
Yeah. I'll use the staff to put another resource on Galadriel. Actually, instead of using Eowyn's resource, I'll just use both of Gandalf's resources. And I'll get out... Ooh. How bad would it be for us to have 2 more enemies right now?
What do you mean by that?
Well, not like now, but like if I, say, swapped out the Westroad Traveler, or used Westroad Traveler to swap out the Deeping Wall for the Deeping Culvert.
Oh. Probably not horrible. I think that would actually increase the amount of thread in the staging area.
Okay. Well, I'll drop out that Ether Swordsman.
Not at the moment. Yeah. It would just be reducing the threat by 1, and then we'd have more threat in the future. So I think it's probably good to just leave the wall in.
Okay. So it's 5, 10, 15, 23 in staging. And I can send 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we should have discarded to Eowyn last round. You especially should have discarded to Eowyn.
discarded one. It doesn't even matter which one it was.
But we'll remember that for the future. Okay. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Who do you want the boost on?
Let's give it to Denethor.
Okay. Denethor has the boost. So I've got 11, apparently.
I will send Aristor at least. Do we want to send the Ranger and/or Aragorn?
Well, if you send Aristor, we're up to 13, which means we're losing by 10, and we'll most likely advance to the next round.
Let's just quest nobody then.
If you sent both the Ranger and Aragorn, we would be losing by 6.
And that's before staging.
But
so there's almost
also
no
before
chance.
Galadriel and before Bofur. So
That's true. The effect on Assault on Helm's Deep is going to be annoying. So as crazy as it sounds, I'm all for just questing nobody.
okay.
And then the Deeping Wall is cleared out. Scaling Ladders is gone. We can travel to a location, and that will significantly reduce the amount of threat we're dealing with in the future.
Okay.
The downside is that it will bring out Helm's Gate, which I don't know if we want to deal with at the moment.
That is true. That is true.
Um,
Well, if we're not questing anybody, then I won't quest Gandalf either. I will quest Eowyn because why not? That's on some level, right? So we'll just let it go and then clear out a bunch of enemies? Is that what we're aiming at?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay. Questing for... Oh, I'm still questing with Arwen also. Questing for 6 then, everybody. 6, I tell you. The first reveal is a warrior of Dunland.
Okay.
And that's
Denethor's going to defend. Yep, Denethor's going to defend that.
No shadow effect. And the second reveal is a postern door. So we've added
Great.
8. Which means we lose by 25 if I count right.
Okay.
And we raise our threat by 4.
Yes.
Oh, actually, that was one more because that warrior of Dunland had his threat boosted. Alright. And we advance to the hosts of Isengard, making Helm's Gate the active location. Okay.
All right.
And I will use Galadriel to draw myself a card and reduce my threat by 1. Just saying.
Okay.
Alright.
Combat then.
Still not coming down.
I will take a Soldier of Isengard.
Okay. Here he comes. And I actually really kind of don't want to take anything, because while I can maybe defend against that Soldier of Isengard, I can't do anything back.
Okay. Keep in mind that if you don't engage an enemy, it will cause us to reveal an additional encounter card due to Helm's Gate.
Oh. Oh, that's ridiculous.
Um, I might get some bowmen into place from this very good tale. That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay. Okay then. I guess I'll engage a soldier of Isengard. And there we go.
Okay. We have 4 points of archery to assign.
5, isn't
I
it?
will. One, two, three. Oh, six.
Oh, 6, because of the Warrior of Dunlet. Okay.
Yes. One, two.
You want to put some on the Skin Changer?
I'm thinking I might defend with him against the Isengard Uruk,
Oh.
and then change. And then if he gets a if he gets a bad shadow effect, that's a hero. Or then I don't get a giant bear though, so that's probably too risky. I'll just eat the damage.
Okay, and then I'll take 2 on Eowyn. And time for shadow cards.
I will go ahead and change.
Okay. What were your plans for the very good tale?
Pop that right now.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
And we'll grab Beorn and a Sarnford Sentry, whose ability I will not trigger.
Okay. Noted.
We'll have Marty defend against the Archer.
Okay. 1 progress on the active location, plus 1 attack.
The Guardian will defend against the left soldier of Isengard.
Okay. That one's attacking for 6 now.
Okay. And Beorn on the second one.
Okay. No shadow, so just 1 damage, if I'm counting right.
All right.
And Gandalf will defend against my soldier of Isengard. Discard a... Okay, goodbye to the 3 golden hairs. She didn't need them in this battle anyways. They went with Gimli.
Okay. Aragorn and the Hunter will attack and defeat the Archer.
Okay. That's
And then
Aragorn.
Aristor and the Sarnford Sentry will deal 1 damage to the damaged soldier of Isengard.
There he is. And the Ether Swordsman will futilely clang away at the soldier of Isengard. And the rest of us will wish we had Asphaloth to put a progress on that Helm's Gate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that looks like a wrap for the round.
Up we go.
And you can take Aragorn back.
And Gandalf should have taken a damage from that soldier of Isengard.
Right.
Alright. How's your hand now?
A card draw would be fine, but not necessary.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Alright. In the resource phase, which we are still in, I will play Daron's Runes. Drawing 2 cards and then discarding... Oh, I should have spent my resource from Galadriel to get Bofur in for free.
Let's just retcon that in.
Okay, because that was actually part of the plan. That's why I saved the resource.
Right.
We knew
Bofur wouldn't have done anything anyway.
Exactly. We knew we weren't questing successfully.
Right.
Okay. Gandalf will add a resource to Galadriel from his staff. Galadriel will play out the Warden of Healing, I think? Do we need the Warden of Healing? Or do we need
I
more
think
questing?
it always... I don't know. Healing would not be bad, because my one Sentinel character is at the brink of death.
Right. Okay.
Although I might bolster his hit points. Yeah, I think I'll probably bolster his hit points, actually.
Okay, during the planning phase, I'll play Bilbo off the top of my deck to get a Wizard's Pipe. From my deck. Oh, that's beautiful. I'll play the Wizard Pipe onto Gandalf with Aragorn's resource. And I'm going to play a second Ether Swordsman. And that's where we're at for the moment. Oh, that second Ether Swordsman is in lieu of the Warden, but...
That's fine. We're going to need the willpower. The culverts are at 6 threat then.
Yep, I believe that is correct.
Alright, I will use Aristor's resource for a pipe on the Sarnford Sentry.
Okay.
I will use Era Valendil to just play a Fornos Bowman for 1. I will spend 2 for a Defender of Ramas, and 4 for some Ancestral Armor for the Guardian of Arnor.
No wait, no longer, you say?
No wait, no longer. I think the armor is, or I guess I could do it instead of the Defender of Ramas. Let's do that.
I don't know. It's probably good to have another Defender out, though.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a point. It's a toss-up between the two.
Right. I have quite a few Defenders on the board. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Stalwart Defenders already. So we'll go with wait no longer.
Okay.
There's more Defenders of Ramas in the deck anyway.
Okay. Can I count on a Sentinel defense this round?
Sure, yep, that'll be fine.
Okay, and the Guardian of Arnor is at
range
5, right?
Yes, at the moment. Probably up to 6 next turn.
Okay.
I will warn you, if there are some enemies with low engagement costs that might go down to... Oh no, they'll come to... Yeah, they would come down to you. So maybe leave 1 kitten... I'm not sure.
I'll leave Aragorn up as an emergency defender, I suppose.
Okay. And I will go ahead and just prematurely, or if we're moving into the quest phase, boost Eowyn's willpower with Steward of Gondor.
Okay.
And then play Wait No Longer.
Instead of the... Okay. So, here's the top 5. Uh-oh.
Please let there be an enemy. Ah! Okay.
Okay. Oops. I hate laptops sometimes. That was the part where I zoomed in accidentally because of the touchpad. Nobody saw that.
I did not see that.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Alright, so... Actually, no, I'll send Aragorn to the quest and keep Gandalf up for defense. 2,
Cool.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, including the card you discarded.
Okay, I'll send 4. Do you want me to send 6?
4 should be fine. That gets us to 23, if I'm counting right. Against 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 22.
I'll send the Ranger.
Yes, that's a good idea. Oh, and I also have 4 I can add with Galadriel.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Card number 1. Isengard Uruk-hai, that's me.
Peril for you.
I have 3 damage, 3 hit points I can spare. 1, 2, 3. And card number 2 is an Uruk-hai fighter. So we've added 5 threat. And Galadriel's enough for us to quest successfully, which means that Aragorn will gain a resource.
Great. We do reveal an additional encounter card from the Host of Isengard.
From what?
The quest card.
Actually, we also have 2 more threat from the defense of Helm's Deep.
Okay.
So we're actually breaking even at the moment. So
no money.
I'm gonna ditch the Hotom Bombadil to get some money.
Okay.
And of course it went to the encounter deck. Discard. Try that again. Alright. So we reveal an additional encounter card. Hallelujah.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. So, if nothing else happens, then these come down like so. I don't like them coming down like so. I would prefer you engage the Isengard.
Yep, I'll take the extra, or the Isengard Uruk, yeah.
Okay, in that case, then just the 2 fighters come down 1 apiece, like so. And now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 archery. And I'll
take 1.
I can put 2, and I could put 4 on Aragorn, but that's about it.
2, 3.
Okay, so you've done 1, 2, 3. I've done 4,
yes.
So there's 2 more?
Okay.
Okay, I'll put it on Aragorn. Okay. This is going to be fun.
Alright, the Guardian of Arnor will defend the soldier for an inordinately high amount.
Okay. +1 attack. If it destroys a character, place a progress on the current quest. It does
That will not destroy a character.
Gandalf will defend the Uruk-hai fighter. That's wonderful.
Alright, Denethor will defend the left soldier.
Okay. An additional attack after this one.
Amarthiel will defend the additional attack.
Okay. +2 attack and toughness 2.
And Marty is dead.
Alright. Well, there goes that.
The bear will defend the other soldier.
Okay. +2 attack and toughness 2. Oh, also, places of progress on the current quest. Every enemy gets -20 engagement cost and +2 attack now.
Okay, so the bear dies. So the fighter has 5 attack.
Mm-hmm.
Beorn will defend the 5 attack.
Seriously?
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the hunter will defend the Isengard Uruk. And I'll put Overcome by Grief on Denethor.
Oh boy.
The archer will kill the soldier of Isengard on your side. I believe, or is he 1 short?
1 short.
Okay.
You need 6 attack to do it.
Shoot. Well, that'll be what we do then.
Okay. And are you thinking of continuing on with Amarthiel dead?
I am not.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Well, that was fun. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yay!
Come back next time to watch a glorious repeat.
Yay!